Good afternoon to one and all. We have started the syllabus introduction is over in the last class. So we'll go for the actual syllabus today. The first unit we are going to discuss about the electrical measurement and instrumentation here. So the unit one is basic concept of measurement. So in the measurement, anyone can you tell me what do you mean by measurement system? Measurement system means what? Measuring instrument means what at least? Here only it is display already. I have already displayed the device or instrument used for comparing the unknown quantity with the unit of measurement for a standard quantity is called as measuring instrument. We are going to call. See, some standards are there. Those standards are we are going to call that one standard value only. Rated value we can call that one. We have to compare the unknown values with that. Example, I will tell you that one. So every one of you people have the mobile phone. Yes, you have the mobile phone. Now by using the Google map, you can find the distance from Pandharpur to Solapur. You can find the distance from Pandharpur to Solapur. But while riding the bike, it will show that one. You will start the journey from Pandharpur to the Solapur. We can compare with that one. We can comparing that one. This is called measuring instrument we are going to call. Whatever the reading in the your vehicle, they have fixed thumb measuring instrument. It is going to measure the kilometers. It is going to measure the kilometers. It is going to measure that one. So we are comparing with the standard value that is called measuring instrument. We are going to call that one. Why we have to compare with the standard value means to check the accuracy actually. To check the accuracy, the around 70 kilometer it will show Pandharpur to Solapur. But if you take in your vehicle, it will show only 60 kilometers. The difference is more. So it is not accurate. Whatever the particular one point to the another point, you can measure that one. Like that, in the electrical system, suppose we are going to measure the voltage, current, power, resistance, inductance, capacitance. Suppose the current we are going to identify, sorry, the force we are going to identify in the form of electrical quantity. Pressure we can measure by using the form of electricity, like that. So the measuring instruments are more over there. So in the introduction part, the result of the measurement is expressed by a pointer deflection. We are using in a meter. The instrument, it is going to show one pointer here now. Like this, the arrow, it is a pointer here now. Over a free defined scale, the scale is there here like this. This is 1, 10, like that. The scale is there here now. Over a free defined scale or number, it may be scale or it may be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that number also, representing the ratio between the unknown quantity to the standard quantity. Whatever the unknown quantity, this one whatever we are measuring, that is unknown quantity, with standard quantity we can do that one. That is the result of the measurement. We are going to call that one result of the measurement. So the actual definition of the measuring instrument is, we are calling as a measuring instrument only. So it is a device or instrument. This instrument, it may be device or instrument, which one we are going to use it for voice break हो रही क्या? Again the voice is breaking. Now it is audible. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is a device or instrument used for comparing the unknown quantity. Suppose हमको voltage measure करना है. We have to compare that value with a standard value here now. So which voltage we are going to measure? That is comparing the unknown value with the unit of measurement or a standard quantity is called measuring instrument. We have to compare that one because some standards are there. How will calculate that one? If the whatever the pointer in analog watch, the second pin is there, second per second it is going to deflect that one. 60 after 60 seconds, one rotation only we can call as a 60 seconds. Yes. Yes or no? You are telling that one, it will rotate 60 times per second. One point it will move, start to move over there. So one complete cycle, it indicates that one 60 seconds. We can compare with the standard value. By digital meters, you can compare that one. Sometimes you may observe that one or not. If that watch battery is low, it will not give the exact value. Yes or no? It will slow down. Sometime it may stops over there. Inconvenience, reliability is missing over there. So that is the measuring system or measuring instrument we are going to call here now. The value of the unknown quantity can be measured by direct or indirect methods here now. So many methods are there in the again indirect and indirect method. Here mainly two methods are there for the measurement here now. Direct method and indirect method. I will give best example that one. All of you know the Ohm's law?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the formula for Ohm's law? V equal to?
IR.
V equal to IR. Everyone know that one. V equal to IR formula, you know. Okay. To measure the voltage, which meter we have to use?
Voltmeter.
Voltmeter. To measure the voltage, we have to use voltmeter. To measure the current, which meter we have to use?
Ammeter.
Ammeter. To measure the resistance, which meter we have to use?
Ohm meter.
Ohm meter. Okay, ohm meter we are going to use here. So particularly to measure the voltage, we are using voltmeter. To measure the current, we are using ammeter. To measure the resistance, we are using ohm meter. So it is a direct method or indirect method?
Direct method.
Direct method. Very good. To measure the voltage, we are using a voltmeter. We are not, to measure the voltage, we are not measuring current and resistance here. We are measuring the voltage by, to calculate the voltage only, voltmeter only, by using a voltmeter only. So that is called a direct measurement. We are going to call that one here. That is called direct method. To measure the voltage by voltmeter, to measure the current by ammeter, to measure the resistance by ohm meter. Suppose if I want to measure the voltage, but I will not use the voltmeter. I want to measure the voltage, but I will not use the voltmeter. I don't have the voltmeter here. I have the ammeter and I have the ohm meter. Is it possible to measure the voltage? I don't have the voltmeter, but I have to measure the voltage. But I don't have voltmeter. I have ammeter and ohm meter. I have that one. So is it possible to measure the voltage or not?
Yes, sir.
How?
Possible. Formula V equal to IR.
V equal to IR. Already formula is there here. We have the ammeter, means we can measure the ammeter. By using ammeter, we can measure the current. We can measure the resistance by ohm meter. If you know these two value, the product of current and resistance, it will give the voltage value only. Yes, we have measured the voltage. So this is called an indirect method we are going to call. To measure the voltage, we are not measuring the voltmeter by voltmeter, but we are measuring by using the ammeter and ohm meter here now. Similarly, I want to measure the current. I want the current value I here now. So by using the ammeter, directly by connecting ammeter in the circuit, we can measure the current. So that is called a direct method here now. Direct measuring method we are going to call. If I don't have the ammeter, then by using the voltmeter to calculate the V and by measuring the ohm meter resistance measuring here. Now we can calculate the current or not? I equal to V by
Yes.
by using the voltmeter and ohmmeter, we know the value of V and R. Then the ratio of voltage and voltage to the resistance, it will give the current value. We can measure the current. That is called indirect method. Current measure करने के लिए एमीटर डायरेक्ट यूज किया तो that is called direct method. If without using the emitter, by using the other meters, we can measure the current. That method is called as indirect method. Is it clear now? This
Yes, sir.
concept? So same thing they have written here. Now the value of the unknown quantity can be measured by direct or indirect method here. Indirect method here. In direct measurement methods, the unknown quantity is measured directly instead of comparing it with standard value. We are not comparing with any standard value. Examples of the direct measurement are current by emitter. Current is measured by emitter. Voltage is measured by voltmeter. Resistance is measured by ohmmeter. Power is measured by wattmeter. Power is measured by wattmeter. We can call that one. That is called a direct method. In indirect measurement methods, the value of unknown quantity is determined by measuring the functionally related quantity. Functionally related. So voltage measure करना है हमको. I and R, these two are functionally related quantities. Yes. Functionally related quantities. And calculating the desired quantity rather than measuring it directly. We are calculating the desired is voltage here now. We are calculating it rather than calculating directly here now. Measuring इसको direct measurement करने का cancel करके we have measured in the indirectly we are calculating here now. So these two are the direct and indirect methods. We are going to call that one. Is it clear, this concept?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
So this is called introduction. This is the just introduction of the basic concept of measurement here now. Next we'll go for the block diagram. First we'll discuss, this is the block diagram of measurement system here. This block diagram, it will give the picture of measurement system here now. What the measurement system will do here now. We are connecting a ammeter in a circuit. We are connecting the resistance temperature detector. We can call that one. The force is converted into electrical energy, like that. So many methods are there here. So the main, how many blocks are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks are there. 2 at the input side, 2 at the output side, 2 at the main side. Main means that is middle side it has here now. So for any block diagram, power supply is required. एक सेंसर है, सेंसर को पावर सप्लाई जरूरत है क्या नहीं? Yes. If any sensors are there, the power supply is required for the sensor. So regulated power supply we have provided it to the sensing element. If analog to digital converter or whatever the circuit is there, that is also power is required, we have given the power supply. Display, suppose consider your watch only. Watch को बैटरी की जरूरत है क्या नहीं power supply के?
Yes. Yes.
So that for the display also power supply is required. So the power supply main unit we have provided to the sensing element, signal conditioner, and display unit we have given the power supply here. Okay, this is power supply unit. Next, the flow will become like from input to the output, like this it will flow. The flow will start to flow like this: input to the sensing element to the signal conditioner to the display element to the output side here now. Like this is it will go here. So the input you consider, whatever input you can give here, that is the desired quantity, the quantity to be measured here. हमको कौन सा measurement करना है वो input दे रहे हैं इधर. This one we are measuring here now. we are going to give input here now. Which quantity we are going to measure, that one we are giving as an input here now. Quantity to be measured. Next, this input is sensed by a sensing element. It is going to sense that one. Suppose I have applied a force here. Pressure up I have applied here now. That pressure it is going to sense, and the output of the sensing element is given to the signal conditioner, which this one it will take the pressure and it will convert into electrical quantity here now. The pressure is converted into electrical quantity or desired quantity, it is going to convert here now. Suppose the mechanical we are applying input. I want the output as electrical here now. So the pressure I have applied here, that pressure is sensed by sensing element and it is given to the signal conditioner, which will the pressure is converted into electrical signal here now. Electrical signal that will go due to the signal conditioner will give to the display element, which will give the output value here now, which will give the output value. It is going to give that one here now. Example, the piezoelectric sensors. Have you heard the name piezo sensors? Yes, piezoelectric sensors already we have studied in the first year. Is it audible or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that will the mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Our desired is in the electrical energy. The input we are providing in the mechanical. So that mechanical is converting. So this signal conditioner, it will convert and it will compare with the standard value here now. इतना फोर्स अप्लाई किया तो वो कितना वोल्टेज और करंट को measure convert kar sakte. That one signal conditioner we are going to call that. So one by one I will read and explain that one. This randomly I have explained. We are giving the input here. It will sense the sense by sensing element, and the sensing element output is given to the signal conditioner. The signal conditioner will give the desired output to the display here. Now this display element, it will give the output here. Okay, so one by one you only read these blocks here now. So the input block, first you read the input block. Input to the measurement system is the parameter or quantity under observation. Which one we are going to measure? Under observation में कौन सा रखना चाहते तुम लोग? That is called, which is required to be measured. Which is required to be measured. The input can be temperature हो सकते, pressure, force, flow, everything it may be, whatever it may be here now. That is called input. Which input we are providing? That is called input. We are going to call that one. The sensing element senses or detects the physical parameter. The temperature applied, kitna temperature heat hoga iske hisab se the sensing element will sense that one. Pressure apply kiye to pressure kitna apply kiye. The force, how much we have hitted that one. What is the flow? Something we are passing from that element, input element means how much flow it is there. Like that, it is going to detect or sense the physical parameter. All are physical parameters only. These are pressure, force, flow, and temperature. Yes or no? Physical parameters or input under observation and convert into suitable electrical form here now. To convert into suitable electrical form, example, resistance temperature detector. It is temperature in the form of resistance. It is going to detect for temperature. It is nothing but piezoelectric sensor for the pressure. We can call that one. Next, the signal conditioner. The signal conditioner converts the output of the sensing element into a form which is suitable to drive the display here now. Whatever the quantity to be measured in that form means suitable value it is going to give to the display element. It performs amplification, frequency matching response, signal isolation. If any errors are there, the signals I want like this, suddenly it will be like this, it is going to remove that part, signal conversion. While doing that, when it will remove, I will speak very slowly. Then that value of the amplification, it is going to make like a mic system you consider here. Now we'll speak slowly, but it will give the huge value of volume it is going to give. So lower value to higher value, it is going to give the amplification, it is going to give. So the example is bridges are there, operational amplifiers, op amp we are going to call that one here. These are the examples for the signal conditioner here now. Next one, display element. Display element, what is the operation? It may be, all of you know that one. You may use it, the calculator. In the calculator, there is a digital display is there. In the analog watch also, it is there. It may be LED, LCD, CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope, DSO, digital oscilloscopes, we are going to call that one. LED displays are there. They are going to display the value or whatever the desired value is there, it is they are going to display that one. Display the output, we are going to call that one. The last one but not least, to do this complete operation, power supply is very important. If you not given any power supply, this element 1, 2 and 3, they will not operate here. Yes or no? These three without power supply, these will operate? Operates or not? Nobody is replying. What is the problem with you peoples? Try to give the interaction. Is it audible or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
The power supply we have given is the regulated power supply we have given. Regulated means how much is required. Suppose 5 volt is required for this one, means 5 volt we have to give. 12 volt is required for this one, means 12 volt we have to give. 6 volt is required, means 6 volt we have to give. A regulated power supply unit which provides the required excitation to the sensors here. Now signal conditioner and display element. How much voltage is there required? That much voltage we are going to give to the measuring system here. Now any doubts here? Measuring system, any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So this completes the measuring system. Next, the first bit of the first unit is nothing but standards and their classifications here. Now we know that one. Example, I will ask you peoples. Current, what is the which meter we are going to use for the measurement of current? Which meter we will use?
Ammeter.
Ammeter. What is the unit of current?
Ampere.
Ampere.
What is the unit of voltage?
Volt.
Why we are
Volts.
not calling that one? Voltage को ampere, ampere को voltage क्यों call नहीं कर रहे हमने? Those are the standards we are going to call. They have already derived, they have done the implementation, innovation, and they made as a standard now. Anywhere you go for current को इधर suppose पंढरपुर में एम्पियर बोलते, सोलापुर में वोल्ट्स बोलते और पुणे में उसको ओम बोलते, ऐसा है क्या? किधर तो नहीं है ना?
No, sir.
Those are the standards we are going to call that one here. A standard of measurement is a physical representation of unit of measurement here. Now its unit, it indicates that one physical representation of a unit of measurement. A unit is realized by reference to an arbitrary material standard or to natural phenomenon, including physical and atomic constants here. Actually, the standard term is applied to piece of equipment. Any equipment we are going to apply having a known measure of physical quantity. It should have the known value or physical value, we are going to call that one here. So the standards are mainly classified into 8 types here. Now I have shown you people. Here it is displaying here now. The standards are, I told you people, ammeter, voltage and all the things. The current standards, which indicates that one, ammeter. Voltage standards, volts. Resistance standards, ohm. Capacitance, it is nothing but, what is the unit of capacitance? Yes? Farad. Very good. So these are the standards we have already used. So these 4 are the electrical quantities we are going to call, or electrical standards we are going to call. International standards, primary standards, secondary standards, and working standards are the common for all the branches here. Now these standards are common for all the standards here. Now all the branches, all general branches, we can call that one. General for all engineering streams or any other streams also. So we'll come to the international standards here now. I told here total how many types of standards are there, classification, 8 types here now. First, for international standards means international level. Suppose in India, current is measured by ammeter, voltage is measured by volt, or if whenever we will go to the US, we are going to use same thing only. We are going to use the same thing. See here, in the international standards, those are called international standards. We are going to call that one here. So the primary standards are national standards. We are going to call primary standards. In the national laboratories, we are going to use the some standard units. We are going to use that is called national standards, are called as primary standards. We are going to call in a national laboratories and all the things, how many values, what we are going to use, that is called national standards. We are going to call. The secondary standards are nothing but industrial standards. We are going to call that one. In a particular industry, they are going to do something. They have then their own standards here now. So those type of, suppose depending on the field, some cloth industries are there. They have all the cloth industry. They have their own measurement. That is this industry. Suppose example, I will tell you peoples. All of you are using your dresses. So Adidas is there, Like is there, Fit England is there. Yes or no? Pepe jeans are there. All the sizes are same or different? Sizes are same. The 40 size shirt you will purchase, the Peter England and Pepe jeans you purchase. Suppose you think Alan Chole you purchase. The companies are there, industries. So Alan Chole and Peter England, you compare that one. The size will be different because this industry is different, that industry is different. Industry wise, they have their own standards over there. It is not a primary standard. It is not a national standards. The industry standards, they are going to use that one here. There only they are going to use. In the industry, again, sub compartments are there or not? So many sub compartments are there. In that one, again, the working standards are who is working in a industry in a different department. They have their own standards. That is called working standards. We are going to call them. Those are called working standards. So the current standard means ammeter, voltage is voltmeter, resistance means ohm, and capacitance means farad. We are going to call. These are the standards we are going to use. Anywhere we can go that one. Is it clear? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? इंटरनेशनल, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी, वर्किंग स्टैंडर्ड्स. You have any doubts?
No, sir.
If you have, you can ask anything. I will clarify now only. If you have any doubts, once again I will tell you. International means all over the world. It should have to maintain only one standard only. Example, I told that one. Suppose power. To measure the power, which unit we are going to use? Watt. Watt use karte.
Watt.
So that watt is same in India, US, Japan, Australia, and all things. So those type of standards we are going to call as international standards. We are going to call the primary standards. The primary standards are nothing but national standards. We are going to call national standard means, suppose if you are earning a salary, central government employee hai socho. For the tax deduction, they have their own standard. All over the India, the employees, central government employees, they have their own standards over there. Like that, we can call that. Like that, we are going to call. That is national standards. We are going to call national standards. We are going to call. The secondary standards are there. Industrial standards here now. Industrial laboratories, we are going to maintain that one. Example I have given here. 2 shirt companies are there. For the 40 size, 2 shirts, the one company for the 40 size, they will give some, it may be point variation here now to design. They have their own standards over there. Suppose the working standard means in one garment factory only, one laboratory only, so many compartments are, so many departments are there. बोथ एग्जांपल मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ, एक शर्ट का कंपनी ले लो, शर्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रहे हो, स्टिचिंग कर रहे, बट एक कंपार्टमेंट में क्या कर रहे हैं, वो 40 को एग्जैक्ट 40 लेते, थोड़ा नेक्स्ट कंपार्टमेंट वाला वो कम भी हो सकते, ज्यादा भी हो सकते। एक ही कंपनी का 40 you are going to use, then also some variation will be there. So that is called working standards we are going to call. Working standards we are going to call. So wherever in the working industries or working department, they have their own standards, that is called working standards, we call that one. So one by one we'll discuss now here. Now once again, this is just without anything I have explained here now. So one by one here, by reading the points. Rule number 24. What is the rule number 24? Rule number 24 is not there. 24, are you there? Rule number 24. Rule number 24, are you present? Okay, I will take that in a later. See here, the first one is international standards here. The international standards are defined by international agreement. Some countries or nations, they have joined together, they made an agreement, that one here now. International agreement we are going to call. They represent certain units of measurement to the closest possible accuracy that production and measurement technology allows here. So the everywhere you go, that one, the length will be measured in the meter only. Length will be measured in meter only, na? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Solapur to Pandrapur 70 kilometer, we are going to call that one. Kilo and meter, the unit is meter only, na? Yes. So mass we are going to measure in kilogram only. इंडिया में मास अभी साकर लेना है 1 kg, इधर भी किलोग्राम में कंसीडर करते और ग्राम में कंसीडर करते. यू कैन गो टू द अमेरिका, देयर आल्सो दे आर गोइंग टू मेजर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ग्राम. अभी ऐसा है क्या, एक दुकान में ग्राम में देते, एक दुकान में दूसरा देते बोल के? नो, एवरीवेयर वी आर गोइंग टू यूज इन द किलोग्राम ओनली. द टाइम, सपोज इंडिया में सेकंड्स में है, अदर कंट्री में अदर है बोल के है क्या? The time may be vary. The sunrises based on the sunrises, day and night time may vary, but their time is measuring in second only. Everyone, all countries, they are measuring in second only. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The India also 60 seconds equal to 1 minute, and in the foreign countries also 60 seconds is nothing but 1 minute only. So they have their own standards, means the all common standards we are going to call. All countries have the common standards. They have made one international agreement here. Now we have to use this one only. Like a luminous intensity candela we are going to use, thermodynamic temperature Kelvin, electric current in ampere, voltage in volts, resistance in ohm, power in watt. Like that they have made that one. These standards are maintained at the International Bureau of Weights and Measures, and are not available to the ordinary user for measuring instruments for purpose of comparison or calibration. You know, calibration करना है आपको, ये शायद याद है क्या नहीं मालूम नहीं. Now the digital weight mass measurement के लिए digital meters आया है. डिजिटल अभी साकर लेना है तो ऐसा केजी का पॉइंट्स आ जाते, बट प्रीवियसली ऐसा नहीं था. डिजिटल वेइंग मशीन था क्या पहले? Around 10-15 years back, there was no digital weighing machines. The hand weighing machines, both sides, one side they will put the stones that which is equal to 1 kg, another side they will measure the sakar and they can give to you people. But to check that one, if that is 1 kg or half kg, that one, some measuring committees they have formed, they will come and they will compare with that value here, there. So like that, whatever the international standards are there, these standards to compare with the standard value, these are not available for the ordinary persons here now. These measures are not available to the ordinary user of measuring instrument. For the purpose of comparison के लिए allowed नहीं है, calibration के लिए भी no, it is not. Only the national laboratories, they are going to calibrate here now. National laboratories are there, they will take the reference of the international standards and they are going to maintain their standards. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next one, the primary standards, we are going to call that one. Second one is primary. These are the national standards, or we are going to maintain in national laboratories in different places of the world. The primary standards are maintained by national standards laboratory in different places of the world, we are going to call. National Bureau of Standards is responsible for maintenance of the primary standards. These are the National Bureau, NBS is responsible. Other national laboratories include the national physical laboratories. Some other also they can include here now. Physical laboratory, we can call that one here. But whatever the national standards are there, those are called primary standards. We can call that one here. The primary standards, again, representing the fundamental units. The fundamental units which represents, those are called primary standards. The primary standards are not available for use outside the national laboratories. These are also not available for the use of outside national laboratories. Only for the national laboratories, these are available. One of the main functions of primary standard is to verification and calibration of secondary standards. They are going to develop the product, they are going to verify in that national laboratories only. It is also not available for the ordinary or outside the national laboratories. ऐसा अवेलेबल है तो सब लोग जरूरत ही नहीं ना नेशनल लैबोरेटरी मेंटेन करने का. Everyone they will start their own business. So the secondary standards are industrial standards, we can call that one. So the secondary standards are the basic reference standards used in the industrial measurement laboratories. Remember this one, industrial measurement laboratories. For that reason only, primary means which one? National. Secondary means industrial. These standards are maintained by the particular involved industry and are checked locally against the other reference standards in the area. That in that area only they are locally checked. They can check that one it is correct or how much accurate value it is going to give. Like that we can do that one. The secondary standards are generally sent to the national. Abhi secondary industrial measurements laboratories are there. To improve their business, they have to compare with the national laboratories. So what they will do, they will send to the national standard laboratory on a periodic basis for calibration or comparison against the primary standards. ये measurement हमारा correct है क्या नहीं, how much accurate it is there. So they will get the clearance from the national laboratories. National laboratories, they are going to get the clearance here now. They are then returned to the industrial user with a certification of their measured value in terms of primary standards here now. Is it clear now? So to do the calibration purpose, comparison purpose, these secondary standards are, they are going to compare with the primary standards or national laboratory standards here now. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So the last one means fourth one, that is called working standards here now. The working standards are the principles of tools of measurement laboratory in the working compartment, whatever the tools of a measurement they are using here now. So they are used to check and calibrate generally laboratory instrument for accuracy के लिए हमने check करना है, and performance to perform the comparison measurements in industrial applications. Whatever the secondary standards are there, in that one they are going to compare here now. A manufacturer of precision resistances, for example, may use a standard register in the quality control department of his plant to check his testing equipment here now. In this case, the manufacturer verifies that his measurement setup performs within the required limit of accuracy or not. If you are using any product here now, suppose 10 ohm resistance you are using here now, if it is 10 ohm, yes or no, how you are going to clarify? By using the BB Roy, Great Britain, very good wife. You can apply this formula also. So by using this one, suppose you have the ohm meter, you can verify that one. And what is the difference? You can compare with the secondary standards, we can compare that one here now. So manufacturer will depends on the, based on that, they will think that one here now. These are the working standards we are going to call. So this is working standard. The fifth one is current standards here now. Current standard, almost the international yes system of units, that is SI units, we are going to call, that is ampere only. The voltage standards are nothing but voltage in which one we are going to measure. Voltage in measurement of what? What is the unit of voltage?
Voltmeter.
Voltmeter. Voltmeter nahi bolne ka, unit I am asking means that is called voltage in volts. Current in amperes. Resistance in ohm. Capacitance in
Farad.
inductance in inductance. Henry, we are going to call that one. Yes or no? Inductance in Henry, like that. So these four, current standard, voltage standards, resistance standard, and capacitance standard are the electrical standards here now. These are applicable for the electrical. The unit of capacitance is farad, the unit of resistance is ohm, and the unit of current is ampere, the unit of voltage is nothing but volts we are going to call. Why they are here, they have added in this one means the fundamental unit of electric current is ampere, is defined by the international system of units as the constant current here now. It is now the fundamental unit of electric current in the SI is universally accepted by the international agreement. These all are एक ही explanation सबको लिख सकते तुम लोग, because the voltage volt is internationally accepted by international agreement. The ohm is also internationally accepted by international agreement. Capacitance ko farad, it is already internationally, they have made the agreement and it is already accepted here now. So these are the some 8 standards we have discussed here now. Any doubts in this one, you can ask me here. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Any doubts in the standards?
No, sir.
No doubts.
सर वर्किंग स्टैंडर्ड्स अजून एकदा एक्सप्लेन करा.
Working standard means abhi which city you are staying here now? In the Pandharpur, okay. In the Pandharpur, they have their own standard. That is, it is a Pandharpur ek industry bol ke socho abhi. Okay. Just understanding purpose. I just imagine that one. Industrial. However, you can compare that one here now. So how many tailor shops are there? So many tailor shops are there. You will go and you will give the measurement. Then also the fitting is not correct, like that we are going to call. Why this much difference is there? एक tailor को और दूसरा tailor को compare किया तो there is difference is there or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that is called industry. Whatever the the working standards we are going to call. सबके पास सेम टेप रहते, टेप का कुछ मेजरमेंट गलत है क्या?
No.
Measuring tape is same. But then also the fitting is not good. It is the stitching problem. The working standards are different, like that only. They are by manually they will do, but the industries, they can use the machineries, they will set that one, like that. Some difference variations will be occurs over there. So that is called working standards. For that one, this much difference. अभी एक industry में और एक compartment में suppose 5 machines are there, 5 members they are operating. It should be same for that particular compartment or particular department. ये एक आदमी का अलग, वो एक आदमी का अलग, वो एक आदमी का अलग नहीं होने का बोल के they have made one standards. They will not compare with other industry, but they have their own standards. That is called working standards. We are going to call that. Clear हो गया अभी?
Yes.
Next. So these are the,
Sir,
yes. Any doubts means you can ask. Can I go for the next one? Next topic. Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next one is errors. Error will come or not in anything, whatever it may be. So you just think that one. I will ask you one question. All of you are wearing the watch. सबके पास watch है. मोबाइल मत देखो. Don't see the mobile. In your hand. Suddenly मैंने एक question पूछता हूँ. What is the time? मैंने question पूछता हूँ. Give the answer. What is the time now? With seconds. With seconds. Can you give the clearance? What is the time now? कोई भी नहीं आंसर दे रहे.
4:27.
4:27. एक ही आंसर दिए, वो एक करेक्ट ही सोचने का. बाकी गलती कौन बोले?
4:27
With second means you will get confused here now, because if you have the analog watch, you cannot say the time or second at constantly or perfectly. It will take time. 2 to 3 seconds you have to observe that one. It will take some time. If it is digital, they will give correctly. Immediately they will give over there. And it may be sometimes whatever happens, some battery low and all the things like that. You don't compare with watch only. In a electrical measuring system or instruments, I am going to tell that one. Comparing with the meters by reading, seeing the meter reading. Suppose instrument का reading का problem रहने दो, reading देखने वाला का problem रहने दो, और supply का problem रहने दो, और total calculation में गलती की. Like that, so many errors will come. We will not get the 100% true value, 100% accurate value will not get. Yes or no? In the analog meters, I'm asking one. Yes? Some
Yes, sir.
instruments are there, they will also depends on the environmental condition. Humidity just hoye to bhi problem hai, kam hoye to bhi problem hai. Temperature depends, then instruments are there. So considering these all the things, some errors will come. That errors are classified into 3 types here. Types of errors we can call that. The origination of error may be in a variety of ways. They are categorized in 3 main types. Those are gross error, systematic error, and random error. There are 3 types of errors are there. This one by one we'll discuss in the next class. We'll discuss these all 3 categories. All 3 errors we'll discuss in the next class. We'll stop here only. Just a minute. I will take the attendance.